Hi viewers, in this video, I'm going to discuss about one of the important act called Consumer Protection Act. As you all know that there are various acts are there enacted by the Indian government under the Indian Constitution. One among that, one of the familiar and very much needed act where each and every individual customer should know about what is their rights. And when you are giving a complaints against your products, what you purchased, what are things that you need to consider and which are the keywords, key terms will be considered or registered under the complaint. So today in this video, I'm going to discuss about one of the important act called Consumer Protection Act. Consumer Protection Act, basically this particular act helpful for the individual customers to know about their rights and informations, and also if they're having any grievances, any problems as a consumers regarding the products or regarding the service or anything, they can approach any of these grievance redressal or consumer protection council to get remedies for their causes. So in that cases, I'm going to talk about the terminology. What are the different terminologies are there under Consumer Protection Act 2019? Now the first important terminology is consumer. We should know what is the meaning of consumer. So a person one who buys and consumes the goods, one who uses the goods. He bought the goods by paying the money to the shopkeeper, and then he purchased a particular product and he has consumed, used it, and he got some values and benefits, right? And he cannot able to resell it. He can consume it. That's it. So this is called as a consumer. So this kind of a person is called as a consumer, one who buys the goods and consumes the goods, and for that he has paid certain amount. The second important thing is consumer dispute. Consumer dispute. So what do you mean by consumer dispute? So if any consumers or any individuals, right, where he has given a complaint or where he has an issue regarding the products what he purchased or the service what he got. Because when you're having any problem, when you face any kind of this problems issue, you have to file a complaint. When you're filing a complaint, there are certain terminologies are required where as a consumer you should know who is a consumer of this particular case or who uses this product. So in that case, consumer terminology is very important. And what kind for what reasons you are filing this particular case? What is your grievances? So when you are telling that, sir, I am a person on who used bought this product and got this, and this is the problem I have faced in this product, or this is the problem issue when I'm getting this service. So when you are going raising a complaint for the issue which it has been caused through a product or service, right? That is called as a consumer dispute as per the Consumer Protection Act section 2(1) of 2. Third one is when you're filing a complaint, I have an issue. So when you're mentioning that issue, the issue should be related to what? The issue will be related to many things. One of the thing is a defect. So I had purchased some product and I identified that there is a defective in the product. That means the product has some damage or some kind of issue. Like I asked for 200 gram and he has given for 200 gram, but the packet is not weighed as a 200 gram. Some percentage of weightage is missing because of some damage, or the product is not weighed properly, or some kind of information is missing. So this kind of a things comes under defect. So when the customers are filing a complaint against this particular issue, right, you have to mention, highlight the issue related to what. It can be related to the defect of the item, which indicates the fault or mismatch or a wrong quantity, all this thing. Second, third, fourth important terminology is deficiency. This is also related to the issue. When you're filing a case against a particular shopkeeper regarding a product, and you're telling that I have a issue on this. So if you have mentioned the issue, you have to mention that issue related to what deficiency. That means I have requested the product for this much quantity. I requested this product for this particular band, but he's failed to do this. Instead of this, he has given another one where I'm facing the difficulties in using this. or this is one of the deficiency, which is also talking about the some mistakes or not exact or not in a sufficient quantity, right? This is called deficiency as per section 2(1)(g). Next important terminology is if you're having any issues and you want to file a complaint as a consumer, issue can be related to the unfair trade practice also. That means the trade practice taken by the shopkeepers are not in a proper way. He has done in an illegal way, or some kind of deceptive things he is following when he is doing a business. So, what are the things that comes under unfair trade practices? Representing the particular goods or product and saying that this is from so and so brand, this is so and so quality, this is so and so quantity, actually, but the product doesn't have those features. Giving a false information and doing that, that is also a part of unfair trade practice. And giving a false information about its standard, quality, all this thing. Another thing is selling a second-hand product as a new product. There is also kind of an unfair trade practice. And representing that this particular goods is from so and so, right, sponsored by this particular company and approved by this government, giving another information, wrong information, stating with the some other brands, all this thing. And represent the sellers or suppliers also from this particular brand company. I got this from the so and so company. He is the dealers of the so and so brand. Well, even though they are selling a duplicate brand, but they're telling that it is from this particular company and giving us some misleading or false representation on the goods and services and giving another wrong information and giving for fake information about warranty and guarantee. These are also some of the activities called as unfair trade practice. So when you're filing a complaint and if you're facing any issue with the unfair trade practice, as per the Consumer Protection Act, they're telling that these are the practices are called as unfair trade practice. Another thing is service, because you may file a complaint not only for the product, you can file a complaint when you're getting any service, maybe from the transport, from the hospitals, from the bank. You may waiting in the queue for so long, but you're not getting a service at all. You can file a complaint against those things. So in that case, you have to use a terminology called a service, right? So these are the important terminology when you want to raise a complaint as per the Consumer Protection Act. These are the terms that you have to mention when you're filing a complaint. Now we will talk about what we mean by complaint. So complaint, when you are raising any complaints, any or the issues what you are facing in terms of writing to the Consumer Redressal Forum. It can be a defect in your product, it can be deficiency in your quantity of your product or the quality of your product. It can be any kind of a trade practices, unfair trade practices where the wrong information given by the shopkeeper. Regarding these things, you can file a complaint, and your file complaint can be right written and can be filed to the Consumer Redressal Forum or any consumer grievances. Who can file a complaint as per the Consumer Protection Act? As a consumer, you can file a complaint, or on behalf of you, any volunteer organizations, right, can also support you in filing a complaint against particular thing. And how to file a complaint? There is a procedure to file a complaint. There is no fees. First, if it is you have to approach a district level forum, and if it is not satisfied or if you're not able to give a remedy for that, you can approach the state level. If it is not able to complete there, you can go to the national level. So there are three levels of forums are there, and by you can send a complaint by post or you can submit directly also. So what are the information should be there in the complaints? You should give a details about the person who is going to give a complaint, like consumers. As a consumer, you should give your complete details and also to whom you are giving a complaint. Whether it's a shopkeeper or the particular shop or particular showroom, their details also. And the complaints regarding what? That particular information also should be there in that thing. Any documents you have, proof you have, like a packing, right? It's the pack which is information you can have attached to, or product which is contaminated. You can have a test report also if it is required. And what kind of remedies you are expecting? Whether you want to get a replacement of the new product or money return, whatever it is. And also, these are the relief they will get it. They will get the removal of defects to data will be removed and they'll get a new one, or the replacing the goods, or refund they will get, or compensation they will get. These are the four categories of remedies consumers can get based on the complaints that they are raising to the consumer. Now, what is the procedure for filing a appeal? Suppose you have filed a case under the district court If the district court is right has given a judgment, but you're not okay with the judgment, or they are not able to give a judgment according to the case, as it is a very serious case, or the cases depend upon some top brand. So you need to go for appeal to the state level, next level, right, within 30 days. If the appeal goes to the state level consumer forum, and if they are not able to solve this, or they are solving, but it is not up to the mark, then you can appeal for the national level court, right, within 30 days also. If the national level commission forum is also not able to do it, or you're not so okay with them, then you can appeal for the Supreme Court. That's the end of the final court where they have to give a final judgment. There is no fees for appealing also, and you have to follow the procedures, right, when you are complaining as per the district level, state level, and national level. So these are the different terminologies as a consumers we should know when you're filing a complaints against a goods or service or a shopkeeper, and also the procedure for filing a complaint. Right. Hope this video is helpful for you to learn about, right, what are the different terminology you have to use for filing a complaint as a consumers against the shopkeepers or shop owners as per the consumer protection. With this, right, we will end this video. In next video, we will discuss about the new topic. Right. Thank you.